On today's menu is a popular street food from the eastern part of India known as vegetable chop. It is one of my very favorites because they are irresistibly delicious. Hey everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. For making vegetable chops, these are the vegetables needed. Here I have taken potatoes that I have already boiled till they are tender. Beets are an essential component for this recipe. Then a carrot and a knob of ginger. I will first prep the veggies. Please do not grate the beet or the carrot as they will turn into a mush on being cooked and we do not want that. Next we will be making an aromatic spice blend. Pan on medium-low heat. We need coriander seeds, cumin seeds, fennel seeds. I have taken a dried red chili from which I have taken out all the seeds. Then black peppercorns, and we also need green cardamoms, cloves and a tiny cinnamon stick, all rushed down into the pan to get toasted. I added some salt which I learned from the shows of the famous Indian chef Ranveer Brar. He always recommends adding salt while roasting your spices because salt helps in that even distribution of heat and soaks up any moisture from the spices. Stir them continuously on medium-low heat till they are fragrant. You have to trust your sense of smell here. As soon as you get that waft of aroma around your nose, immediately switch off heat. Grind them in a mortar and pestle or a spice grinder. Do not grind them too fine. You need a coarse grind like this. Now we will be sauteing the veggies. Pan on medium heat. Add about a tablespoon of oil. First we will be roasting some peanuts. I am using raw peanuts. You can even use roasted ones. Take them out once they turn golden brown in color. To that same oil I will be adding panch foron, where panch means 5 and as the name says it consists of 5 types of seeds. Very commonly used in Bengali cuisine and I even have a video on it. If you do not feel like using it then use cumin seeds instead. Then goes grated ginger. Give a brief stir, and why I am saying brief because ginger tends to get bitter if you fry it too much. Next, the beauty queens enter the scene with all their gorgeousness. Add a sprinkle of salt, but keep this in mind that we already added salt while toasting those spices. Then cover on for about 5 to 8 minutes or until the veggies become tender. And by tender, I don't mean to say that they will be turning mushy. They should still have that little bit of bite to them so that when you bite onto your chops, you can still make out the characters that went into it. So I usually taste and check how tender they have become. My veggies are now perfectly tender, so I added the potatoes. I have used boiled potatoes that I have peeled and grated using the large holes of my grater. Now with the back of your spatula or spoon, mash up the potatoes and mix with the veggies. Okay, everything looks well mixed. So now the aromatic spice blend goes in, followed by a sprinkle of sugar. These chops are usually a little bit on the sweeter side. And then the peanuts join the party. Then mix, mix, mix. Finally, a squeeze of lemon or lime juice to close that circle of flavors. Off heat, spread out the mixture on a plate and allow it to cool down completely. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to cool down the mixture before forming the croquettes or the vegetable chops. After they cool down, divide in portions and form any shape that you like. I am making them just like they are sold in Kolkata. These vegetable chops take me down the memory lane to my college days when all my friends and I went to this little teeny tiny shop very near to our college. They sold these piping hot vegetable chops along with various types of pakoras, and I still go to that shop whenever I visit Kolkata. Since we are making it all vegan, we will make a slurry. If you have eggs, then you do not need to make this paste. Just use an egg instead. I mixed 2 tablespoons of flour with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a sprinkle of salt, and freshly crushed black pepper. Now add water gradually and form a thin slurry. It should not be too thick nor too thin. It needs to be more on the thinner side like this. Another bowl to receive the breadcrumbs. Next, dip each one in the slurry and then roll them over breadcrumbs. You can freeze them at this point. Whenever you feel like having, just take them out from the freezer and fry them. You do not need to thaw them. We need to deep fry these now. Your oil should not be smoking hot. Those steady flow of bubbles signify the oil has reached the right temperature. Fry them on medium-high heat. Do not touch them immediately after adding them to the oil. Allow the crust to firm up a bit and turn when they start developing color on that side. Now if you fry frozen ones, do not heat the oil too much and fry them on medium-low heat. Add them to the warm oil, and I said warm, not hot, and let the chops come up to the temperature along with the oil. And guys, please do not discard this oil. Pass it through a fine mesh strainer or coffee filter and use it for your daily cooking. Serve this as a snack or appetizer along with some mustard sauce or salad. You can even serve it with green chutney, the recipe of which is showing up on the screen. Please smash that like button and please keep watching by clicking on the video showing up on the screen. Bye bye.